I'm George Washington, and I approve this message.
Andrew Trenkle, a high school history teacher with no experience involving the government. A young, adventurous party animal that has no business running a history class, let alone the greatest country in the world.
They'll never learn. Oh, hello. I did not see you there. For those of you who do not know me, my name is George Washington. Now, some of you may be saying, gosh, this stud looks familiar. Well, to end your confusion, bam, that's me on our nation's $1 bill. Now, don't get shy. I'm no Tom Cruise, but I am pretty famous for other things besides being the guy on the back of a bill or a coin. Hey, you, catch. Yeah, sure. What's your name? Montgomery? Hossington? Here you go, kid. First off, I am the single-handed reason why our country is what it is today. I led the underdog army of colonists against the British for their independence. And because of my astounding performance as general, I was elected the first president of the United States of America unanimously by the Electoral College, which, by the way, is the only time that has ever happened in our country's history. I also issued the Proclamation of Neutrality in 1794. This declared our country neutral against the conflict between Great Britain and France. A very good thing for our country, because if I had it, who knows? We'd still be under Great Britain's hands. And let's not forget, I ended the Whiskey Rebellion. For those of you who do not know what that is, it was a tax protest in the beginning of 1791. It created a lot of havoc, but I resolved the problem by putting a lot of people in jail and giving some people what they wanted. Here you go, buddy. After my second term, people were like, hey, George, why don't you run again? But I said no. I put the good of my country before me and made an unwritten rule that a president should only be allowed to serve 2 terms in office. Now, years later, when people thought I died, that didn't really happen. What happened was I was cryogenically frozen for the day when my country would need me the most. And that day is now. I need you people on November 7th to vote. Vote for Washington. Because Andrew Trenkle is not the right choice for the job. You're looking at the right man for the job. Now the man, if you could even call him one, that is running against me, Andrew Evelyn Trenkle, said that he would like to have a few words with me. Andrew, if you could come out here, please. So Andrew, it has come to my attention that you would like to speak with me. What would you like to say?
Yeah, I just want to let you and all your supporters know that I, Andrew Evelyn Trenkle, am going to absolutely annihilate you in this upcoming election. You want to know I'm going to do it?
How? By spilling yogurt on your face?
No. I always say I'm not going to be sorry for myself. I'm going to be better. And that's how I'm going to win. Now hear me out. Times have changed, bro. You were president over 200 years ago. The job is different and the country is different. What makes you think you're going to be a better president than before?
Hold up there, bro. Let's not forget that I was the first president of the United States of America, which means that there was no one before me to set an example that I could use. I made this job what it is today. Second, it's like kicking a soccer ball, which I hear you're not very good at. You never lose your touch. Lastly, I believe that I will adapt to this country. And if I don't, then this country will adapt to me. Because I'm here to stay. Thank you for your time, Andrew Evelyn Trenkle. But I would like you to leave. To conclude, America, I ask for your vote for the better of our country. In my previous 2 terms, I had a great impact in shaping our nation. I was a general of an army and the first president of the United States of America. And if that doesn't convince you to give me your vote, then take a look at what my opponent's done. Nothing. Make the right choice and vote Washington. Thank you. Hi, I'm Gary Serbikian,
And I'm Nico Spatola.
and we're going to tell you a little bit more about Washington during his presidency. Washington voluntarily resigned as Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army in 1783. Because of his victories in the Revolutionary War, some even wanted to make him king of the new nation. But Washington refused. He wanted a free, democratic, and united country.
Washington longed to retire his fields in Virginia, but he soon realized that the nation, under its Articles of Confederation, was not moving ahead. He helped organize the Constitutional Convention at Philadelphia in 1787. When the new Constitution was ratified, the Electoral College unanimously elected Washington the first president.
During his first term in office, Washington joined the states together and helped establish a federal government. He did not interfere with the policy-making powers that he felt the Constitution gave Congress. He believed that foreign policy was a main concern for the young nation.
When the French Revolution led to a major war between France and England, Washington insisted that the United States remain neutral. He did not accept the recommendations of the Secretary of State, Thomas Jefferson, who was pro-French, or Secretary of Treasury Alexander Hamilton, who was pro-British. The president feared that getting involved in this European war would shatter his young country's new government. On April 22nd, 1793, he issued a proclamation of neutrality that urged American citizens to be impartial and not send aid or war materials to either England or France.